if you smoke off the positioning that Aspas is playing here, Sadak becomes a bit of a weakness. And it looks like Paper X might be headed towards that.
We'll see how they manage it. Over the top, yeah. He's just watching for this utility that's getting sent flying. That little nano swarm as well, just to nice. It out of them.
Okay, so they push Sadak back and make him worried. That means the breach is going to be less viable with the utility.
A lot of damage done. Less real danger there, potentially going down to the dog, but no, he escapes it still. They want to just try and dash up onto these players as well, catching them unaware. Less.
Wow.
Brought down. He was really just corralled and pushed into mid.
What a fantastic anti-strat. Excellent dismantling of how Loud like to play this by going through to mid and pushing everyone out of their favored positions.
He smokes a cheeky Kawazine close to the corner here, tucked into it. There's a jump spot and clear. 1 for 1. That's all he'll get. Regaining control of a main. No one towards Ard here, tucked towards the site. Devi is really just left to his own devices. Everybody into the back of the site here, holding the utility in there. Had a bit of running gun with the frenzy. It's not really doing enough here. They're smoked off. Devi, he needs a bailout. He needs it right now, yet still stunned up. Lands the shots, only the 1 for 1. It's replied by Aspas. Smoke's now propped up once more, and even more damage than a tap onto it. You've got to force out this utility. There's the pull.
This is worrying.
2v2. Real chance here for Loud to take control and more. Trying to get this one on. The spam is not there. No bullets left at all. It's all...
the individuals just turning up. Aspas in particular with Sheriff in hand. Able just to hit body shots consistently to chunk these players down. And a lovely headshot there onto Mind Freak too. When Sean was... But they did get the plant and they got 3 kills.
Flash away from the angle now. Aspas has to respect that one. He doesn't have a gun in his hands. I mean, he's saving the operator into next. I'd be wishing he did invest into it. Look at this overwhelming pressure applied into Sadak and brings him down into the back of the site. Doubled up, collected. Not kill, but a bit of damage being done. Still, the plan needs to be there, and it's just being spammed down by less. Brought down with the trade. Holding towards the top of the site. Just a bit of a tap now, but Device starting to finally stick and commit to the plant. Bit of walkabouts from Jing, close to the corner. There's a flash in his face. They might have just given up a little bit too much, but still, Aspas was brought down.
Faking the jump.
Yep, faking the jump. Already, yeah, Forsaken was hot on his
that up and sending it. But it's the overwhelm here with the pace that just caught Sadak completely off guard. That's why I was a little worried about actually on split, and yet without that player in front.
What has got an operator?
Why is it? He's forced the hero off.
There's no way you expect this one, but a flash still connects anyway. He's pushed off the angle. There's no way they're anticipating this. But it's all about if he gets value from it, and he does.
But he's going to get stuck,
Striking back, stuck to the corner. Needs to be Yuto to clear him out, but it's too little, too late.
No way.
Aspas. Talk about red hot form, man. This guy burning them to a crisp.
Almost getting tagged down, 19 health. Forsaken trying to open up some space on the site.
Saw being watched for, and he's not landing the shot there. I mean, Kawazine should not have been favored.
That's a big miss from Forsaken in terms of trying to create that opening.
What an insane call.
Forsaken individually did not do too well on split. Maybe feeling the after effects of something like that. I can't believe the confidence to go for the force buy round 2 from Paper X and then the hero operator from Aspas, and not even playing it in a position where he's half committed and could save. Playing it, you know, dashing back into screens, a spot where he has to be bailed out by the rest of his squad who only have pistols. It's mad, but they're in a 5v2.
Weak enough there that there was a chance for spam damage to do the work for Devi, but no, it's a 5v2. I mean, there's just no world.
No, there's 30 seconds left. Unless they had that kill on Kawazine already and could find some kind of opening.
It's done.
It really does feel like it.
So he's watching out towards sewers. No help needed. Time's going to be running all the way down. It has to be a save at this point, but I just cannot believe the sheer insanity of Aspas buying the hero operator.
Nice.
Bladestorm online as well. Economy swings drastically in the Storm online, something like that. You take a look at the replay, he's still 2 away from it here.
Yeah.
You know, he needs at least a kill and a death in order to not have ruined, finally, this big clash in A main. Yeah. Loudon not going to be able to fight for this one as heavily, though, because the stun isn't there.
The pull and the flash is all combined as well, posturing them away from the angle. Aspas, though, is going to be getting a lot of information around the middle portion of this round. Paper X, if they seek to try and go somewhere else, look at... They might be heading. Hold turn.
Fake, but this is really early. The rest of Paper X are not in position.
Wall dodges the horn here. I mean, there's just a ton of players grouped up. This really does feel like there's a whole lot running at them.
And they're going to commit back over to A. They're trying to find anybody that was baited into a bad position. PaperX looking like they've overcooked things here, potentially, but they have made it into the site.
The smokes divide up the site, though, and they haven't cleared out towards the backside of pit. There's a lot of spam damage, but no kills, real connection happening. Still, plan is down. Post-plan granted and gained. Aspas not fast enough with the movement. Tried to make a play for it, happening still. Curveballs right in their face and wide. Jing with the reposition now, taking this time in for himself, regrouping the rest of his team. I feel it was impossible really for Loud at this point. They don't have control of Art, don't have control of main. Smoke propped up, though with Divide falling. Suddenly a chance. Kawazine collecting all sorts of kills, but a rifle for Jing. Doesn't collect the second one, doesn't get it. Started for him, a tap onto the defuse. Mind Freak with the most to do. And he is brought down just in time.
A couple of times, Lotus a couple of times too. And yet, it's the way in which Loud are able to double face from high-low setups on the fly. That to me is one of the most impressive factors, along with missing for PaperX. This time, the stun is there, the suck not used. Loud choosing not to commit too heavily because Les is there with his Killjoy utility.
Right, this is a half by round for PaperX. They don't want to slow it down. Not just yet. Lambert broken. Side divided enough that they can potentially go for the plan here. Bit of a tap as well. Pull after shot. Knife into the corner. Sadak getting cheeky with it. Body blocked the nanoswarm actually. Still planted down here. Bit of friendly fire. Bit of damage being done to the Device. Still holding close to the corner. Now here's the Nightfall. Scatters through. And the bullets finding their marker and more here. The complete collapse of PaperX.
That is absolutely unbelievable. Another nanoswarm was about to be committed on the other side, and then Les decided to use it to clear out the corner. Nightfall pushes them back. Up is
now with all this momentum on the side of Loud. Tower drop down into mid. There is those weaknesses into mid as well. You know, you don't have the util. It's going to be watching.
I definitely agree. I feel like Sadak and B-Link are big weaknesses for the way that the Loud defensive setup works.
Spotted one player, but yeah, they had to give up control of mid as a result of this Sadak.
This is very reminiscent of overtime on Lotus. Alex takes a timeout and they go for a contact push. Will Loud read into it?
So much danger now, especially with that Prowler getting broken. Kawazine's going to be aware, he's making a call for it. Still got Aspas holding down that one angle, straight down to B. Long angle, Flash wasn't there. Seekers traveled all the way up here. Shot fired at Rattle, something inside of the smoke, just barely an edge, a glimmer, a pixel legged into it. Damage is being more than done. The kills are collected, a corral, but he can't get out of there with the movement.
It's a nice stun from Sadak, but he ends up getting caught there. And it's a 2v3.
Smoke's fading, plant.
Forsaken is so committed. He had a lockdown. If he was able to escape, might have been able to play for that one.
Instead he's the lone player towards back halls, unless he's still watching.
They have a star for a pull on the spike. Mind Freak's in a great spot. Miles away.
It does feel like Loud. Surely they don't do this. Surely not. Forsaken. Good duel to win Divine. So it's
working. Alex is getting some good value off the rounds that they're calling. Once they can take a moment and pause.
Yeah. And that one back. Picked it up. The corpse of Aspas, but he's also reinvested one of his own in his hands. This time, looks like this is the way they want to try and plug up the gap in mid for those contact pushes. Just slap Aspas on there with an operator.
That makes sense. I don't think PaperX are going to contact into this spot, though, having done that in the previous round.
Plastically, oh yeah, Nanoswarm is very nice. Pushing them all the way. Sadak. Timing with the stun.
The Nanoswarm lineup and Jing's Molly landing at the same time to clear out corners where the Flash wouldn't connect. It's excellent from PaperX. One of the reasons why they've been 3-0 on Pearl here.
Chance for Aspas. Jump spot. They're worried about him.
Just the narrowest jump spot as well.
Yeah.
Trying not to give even a finger away to Aspas.
You've seen it. Does he hit the shot? Flash waiting to the very final moment. Does dead, but he's tucked to the corner now. The rest of PaperX starting to make their moves over towards B-Long, but time is starting to run pretty short here. 35 seconds left. Tucked to the corner. With the ultimate, running it back into their faces, colliding and collapsing. Kawazine can withstand it. The ult's taken out, but another shot missed and wide. Lockdown. Really putting the pressure in the heat. Turned all the way up. Aspas with an opportunity to do something absolutely incredible. Coverage is there, but something might just be a little bit better. Time though, still burning off the clock with 1 player left, 2 years.
Entry off the Trailblazer is also fabulous. And it pushes them into such deep post-ban positions, you know, puts the pressure.
Keeping the attack side on. Running up into their faces, stun on the Prowler, an attempt to catch onto the players. I mean, hoping for the stun.
Yeah, wise from Aspas though to back off once he realized that nobody got caught in the fault line.
A good read by PaperX once more, realizing that, okay, with that amount of emphasis being placed by Loud over towards B main, it can start to, again, contact lurk the way into mid.
And now Aspas and Kalanzine are going to go for this repeat.
Oh, it's mistimed.
Yeah,
I think that was a flash as well from Sadak.
Yeah, just a team flash.
Yeah. Lambot broken. They've already taken up that ground. Ordway pushed up through. I mean, not watching for it. Not worried about it. Curveball around the side. Flash, no connection here. Still, it is a really precarious spot for these Loud players to be into. How would they deal with it? How would they handle it? Forsaken. Tucked to the corner now. Knives! He is spotted, yeah.
Too close to the corner.
Damage is done, and Aspas! It's getting all of them back, man. Infinite money trick, all with the Blade Storm.
After that, I think they would have been in more of a winning spot. But because their ideas have to be so unorthodox, and they're constantly improvising on the fly and calling audibles, things are getting too chaotic and too scrappy to find those moments.
Take over into this map, and on an individual's basis, Aspas, 14 kills right now, looking for even more. There's the dash, knows that they're trying to poke themselves up onto the angle, but nothing to clear it. If you walk up onto him, he will rip your head straight off.
And the timing is excellent right before Art got compromised. Because PaperX are getting into a nice position for this A split. But Aspas and Kalanzine holding hands, looking to hold strong.
Updraft into the side there, eventually. A connection with the blades, finally, with Aspas falling. A chance, potentially there. Sadak, yeah, I mean, counter spam. Not for just the 1 kill. Will the plant get off still? Sadak seeking to deny, using the ult. Was there that connection? Did it?
I think it did.
Tag, yep, stun. Pushing them away here, but still with 50 seconds left. So he might even just call as well, a bit of a rotate wraparound, but no, still Forsaken committing to this one. Something has to try and hold on to this one. 1 knife left. No longer.
The flank around the back.
Spent all of them, and this flank is important. Mind Freak coming now, round to the side. It's watched, but not really on the timing here. Sadak. And everyone tucked into the corner. Stun and run and gun. Something! No way! Did not receive the kill, 2 years. That is monstrous. He's found himself into the 1v1, but surely he doesn't win it.
Almost
it's all working against him, man. A tap onto it, something onto the corner, 36 health. No bullets left, something.
There towards the end. Feels like a little bit of hubris perhaps from something there.
Look at this, man. He's colliding while spraying.
There's just no thought in his head that Tuiz might be able to win the 1v2 against the rest of his team.
Oh,
and still light so far.
Galvanizing.
Difference in the defensive setup. Alarm bot put over towards B link. So that means nobody has to watch there. PaperX are countered if they try and go for some kind of contact play in that area.
Broken for something, still locking down this angle at the same time. Aspas is on the opposite side of the map. I mean, he's going to be getting a lot of information for that. That's why you're seeing the heavy rotation, stacking it with 3 players. Close to the corner, that's Sadak with a judge. Inside the smoke now, playing inside of it. This could be brutal. Pellets of it. Going to be ripping them to pieces if they pick their timing incorrectly. And there it is. Ult popped off. Jing out wide to the corner. Straight in. Something was there with the shorty play. Still, players moving up now from Art, trying to click themselves together. Do they know 2 years is back here? Chance denied. Poking out wide into the corner. Everybody falls. Aspas, last one left, and he was watching the flank the entire time.
And Loud also have very little money. PaperX have kept these rounds close and made sure that Loud get punished. All of the players dying. Aspas really needs to keep this operator online.
He really does. Did he hear the footstep? Definitely hears it, sees it.
Has big economic damage, but at the same time, we're headed towards the end of this first half. And PaperX have the cash to be able to work with.
I'm just in disbelief at how they've managed to bring this even.
But at the same time, Brent, PaperX have actually been excellent ever since like round, I'm not exactly sure what it was, like round 5 or something, of being able to take map control. They're actually just taking, splitting. Here again, Art has nothing for the defensive team. I mean, not even any information.
No player, no turret, and the 4 position of Aspas. I mean, he's just locked up into the choke.
So at this point, they're relying on Aspas to be able to find some kind of kill, back off and play retake, perhaps even with the lockdown. But Paper X, once you give them space, they're going to start working their way into weird spots, go for lurks, go for over pushes. These retakes are not as easy as you might think them to be.
Here's the updraft. Aspas almost hitting that one. A strike back! Jing will fall.
Loud needed to be in a favored retake scenario.
This is it, surely. Something close to the corner here. Flash.
That's not great.
No punish.
Here.
Everybody towards the back of this side have given him pit control as well. No one's watching this from Paper X. If the timing is awkward here, Paper X could crumble. It's really all on Forsaken, and they're just trying to play up close as well, trying to hit these shots here. It's going wide with the Guardian spam and the spray down. Lockdown has to be brought down on top of it. Spray through. Definitely awkward, definitely scrappy. Updraft to escape the ire and the fight. The shots miss. Let's run out of bullets.
Enemy remaining.
It's up to Aspas. Damage done to a multitude of targets, but he cannot hit the flick in time.
Players weren't even ready in terms of the amount of bullets they had reloaded into the chamber. 2Eves was trying to control the Flowers push, but they certainly didn't realize that they had two players ready to flank around.
Not enough money for the operator anymore, not for Aspas. The slow beginnings of the attack side operator has been working out.
Here.
Aspas had knife in hand there, looking, I think, to go for some kind of jump peek, but instead holding pretty. This looks like Sadak's going to be holding some kind of flash for Aspas to peek off.
You should
Sound
run.
cues or something. I mean, the lockdown, this corner, you cannot withstand this. Aspas, you've got to reposition here. Does he wait until the very final moment to try and strike back here close to the corner? Tucked to flash in his face. Dash is there. Looking for the kill. Noah has to respect it. There's a molly at his feet.
He got
he's tamed anyway. Two players out of the fight. Critical ones at that. I believe that was Sadak. He's not going to have the YouTube, but now they do with the Nightfall. Trying to play this one fast and loose all the way into the back of it. Aftershock there. King moving forwards. No one watching. And there's no shot in hell. Three ripped away. Kawazine in 2 years.
And Mind Freak in a great spot to be able to secure this one. A pull online.
Tap.
Almost impossible for Kawazine and 2Eves.
Spam.
Almost.
2 years. Good kill to collect. Brought it to the 2 versus 2 with the pull already out of the way on top of it. Smoke in their face. It's a double face, but it's all clean.
Amazing tactical timeout called by Coach Alex. And since then, I feel like Loud just ran out of ideas. They were trying to push the very boundaries in counterplay and ended up getting punished as a result of it. Gave Paper X all the map control from their players to pull this one back to a 7-7. Especially from Les, who's only got 3 kills compared to having 21 at the half on split.
In a life game before, it's a large face, less lucky. Get away with that.
But great information that he can relay to Sadak in his role as a secondary caller for Loud.
Taken, setting up his kit mid-fight as well with a push already down and out. Here it is, Utah being used to try and push away the plan. They do so successfully.
I think that was an accidental headshot there over onto Sadak, who was just getting the plant down, just using the audio cue. And he got scared off the tap.
Still hasn't been cleared here. What is going on there? Something happening. Eager to take the fight.
Very
running short.
They've done a lot of damage here. Chip damage.
I mean, it's literally a shot in the dark, but it's working out.
And if Paper X are going to be able to win this pistol, it sets them up in awesome fashion to go 4-0 on Pearl.
Aftershock though, this reposition of Forsaken should get punished here. Out wide. Still no smoke to crossing, but now it's Jing's turn. Tucked to the corner, doesn't really see them. Here's the curveball off of the contact. Full connection and enough damage done that it is that clean-up duty.
Still 2 alive. The danger is not over yet, but 20 seconds left. It should be cleaned up for Paper X. The crossfire is good.
Crossfire is more than that, it is X.
Only the second pistol that Paper X have picked up in the series, but they're in a fantastic position to try and close this one out. The Phoenix just gets so much value here. We've seen other people pull it out too.
All back online, Loud. Definitely group 2, actually waiting for maybe a chance to punish. There's a stun. By Sadak, doesn't let it loose. Now he does, ever so slightly.
Stun suck combo, hoping that they'll trap somebody from Paper X, but the reaction was fast. Very good. Les also lost his turret, I believe. Yeah, inside the Phoenix molly. So he'll have to make an adjustment on that next time he's holding a main. Lauda just going to prod around the map, seeing if they can create any advantages. The two Sheriffs from the two most explosive players, you could argue, Aspas and Les, will be trying to do some work.
Alarm bot, real danger here for Devi, yet still collects, delivers multitude of kills, shutting it all down. A little bit closer now to the ultimate. Speaking of, Jing earns his. Les going to be feeling the pressure to really do a lot in this. You know, we spoke about his previous performance. He was having a bit of a life game on Split. Led the charge for his team, didn't make it close. This time,
30 seconds left.
struggling to find the impact. Right here, right now, there's really no chance in hell of him winning a round, but it has to be that step up.
If you recall, it was on the attack side, actually, too.
Spike down A.
What? And then still rally back.
Yeah, a lot of teams would lose their cool in that spot, but PaperX, enough veteran presence on this roster, enough to try and hold their own, hold the ground, rally back, and now look at it, 9-5.
Yeah. And PaperX have done enough here to scare Loud off. Not exactly sure what the call was there, but Sadak has bailed out from the B site. They're expecting an over-rotation.
None of this Killjoy utility has been broken. Nano Swarm should be good to break the alarm bot, it is.
Yeah, that's a nice idea. And everybody rotating over to a very weak site, honestly. It's only Mindfreak here with a single star and one in his back pocket. But already you're starting to see Jing, Devi, moving over to reinforce A right as the hit comes through.
Yeah, it's all the space that something's getting as well, pushed up towards B. They know that they can stack this one now with a lot of players stunned. Will be that connection into the corner. Horn over the top. Does reveal, does break it. Jing's going to be using his ult though. Run it back. Pushing forwards. It's dealt with. Cleaned up. Lovely aftershock. Mindfreak. On the wiser here. An attempt to fight through into the back of the site. Flashes on flashes. Who will be favored? Well, the guns. Most definitely enough potentially to sail them through. They need to get this plan down. Really, they're finding it difficult to do so. 20 seconds remaining. They're tapping enough to bait PaperX out into the open. Handing their lives on a platter here. Something from the side and the back. And it will just be up to him here. Thought it was getting a bit dangerous, a bit precarious, but enough of the old bait and switch, enough to pull these players of PaperX out of hiding. So Loud, win another round that was necessary for him.
You know, broken down battleman. You've got to respect it. And this shows me that Loud are very ready for the way that PaperX are going to be defending the A side. The utility was excellent. Not quite as aggressively. No.
A bit further back. Loud of a heavy commitment though into this. Flashes combined and collected. Attempt to punish, definitely some damage done there.
Yeah, they're reading into the fact that Sadak was one away from the orb. They knew that somebody was going to be going for the ult, be it Sadak or 2Es, and PaperX were trying to re-clear that area. Now, where, I mean, a little bit of an audio bait, perhaps, as Sadak fakes like they're leaving the A site. But they're not going to, I mean, something is so deep, he just has all the info on the other side of the map.
He's collecting it all, and he's making a call for his team. And look at this, is PaperX trying to fight over this again?
This is
no way to
bold.
finding the timing with the flash and trying to push into it. Nobody see angles. It's contained, but Loud are really just running them down now. Breach shot. Running through with a rolling thunder. Horn's not broken, not taking care of it. Lights Jing up, and that's a spammable anger. Dealt with contained here. Damage. Peppering Sadak. He gets away with his life and the plan. So an extension into the round now. We see it divide towards the back of the site. Stand up, close corner. Someone needs to cover for him. It's not possible. Kawazin.
Great composure from Kawazin in that spot, but something's already found one. Could still be winnable.
Yep, could still be, definitely. No shot really hitting there. It's the crossfire set up! Forsaken! You cannot be...
First peak, and yet he misses that one. Forced to back up.
No
and PaperX are winning moments like this.
Look at this. Look at the positioning in the moment.
Kawazin.
Pay attention to this. The AWP drops off the high ground angle. Horn doesn't connect. He's got the dash still active.
What a flick.
Absolutely no way.
Just a little micro adjustment. I didn't even see it on the screen. It looked like his crosshair was off and he adjusts it so quickly.
Movement clean enough as well, just to dash backwards instead of forwards.
And he gets another.
Fading away. Something is on one. He's on an absolute 10. It's up to the rest of his team to see if they can open this one up. But they've been pushed into mid. unless it's contained.
You can't fight them all. Something picks them off one by one. Excellent exploration off the back of the distraction that Something was making. And the fact that Something required no extra resources to do that. No player to break the horn for him or to set him up. And here come Loud. The trickles finally coming back through Art. Good damage on the Forsaken, but Jing is still here.
Yeah, no kill. Was just baiting for Jing, now it's pinged. Yeah, okay. PaperX showing signs that they are willing to slow this one down. That's 2 players spotted. They know exactly where they are, inside the smokes. Held, lovely recall idea by 2 years, but when Jing is on.
PaperX stole control of this map away after the first quarter.
Man.
When does the crosshair move?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
PaperX, different turn and approach here now to the round. They're just contacting up into mid. They hear all of that noise surely coming through into main. Something. Prowler does connect. That's good from Kawazine.
And look at how much distraction Something always provides. You have to commit so many resources to pushing this talented rookie off his angles. And in the meantime, PaperX are sneaking around behind you.
Flank all the way through into the back of it. I mean, the Cosmic Divide causes some difficulties, but they just push through anyway, fearless.
There's still a lockdown and a Nightfall here, and the Nightfall's great to fight these players over in spawn.
Only 2 connection, and
But
it does allow. Yeah, I mean, Loud now
push
know.
through their own Cosmic Divide.
Exactly. But only 2 trails here. They know that somebody's there at least trying to take this A main fight with the lockdown. Has to be an attempt to try and push this one back, but it's being defended the entire time, and everyone Loud, they're all collected into the corner, collapsed upon, and with the Odin spam, it's all together. No one knows which way to face Loud. They have to hold on, and they do.
Power of an active lockdown. And yet, as the rest of PaperX swarm forwards to try to punish them for their compromised positioning, everybody on Loud, collected together, holding the angles, comes out on top.
Yeah, missed that one from Aspas initially, didn't he? That's it.
They're grouped up together like a New York apartment. They're all stuffed in there. They can't do a thing. They couldn't move. They're shoulder to shoulder.
But bailed out by the individuals.
Bring them down.
And Loud, maybe all they need is a chance. Got to keep it going though. The ball rolling. Fully grouped up again. There's no hiding their intent with this one. Aspas is pulled. There's a nano swarm. It's brutal. Survives on 7 health, still vulnerable, tucked to the corner. He needs some help in the rest of his team. And PaperX really just peppering them. It's the turret! The turret does it!
Remaining.
Brutal! It's a heartbreak for
Fighting the wrongs. 12-7. The defensive utility as well.
One enemy remaining.
It's a horrible run of form that they were on just before this.
Bullet sent flying here to Prowler. Received and brought down. A triple face. There was no util from that. PaperX just wanted to take it with the raw gun duels.
Blinded.
Breaking the utility, realizing that there was a gap towards mid that entire time that Loud could have taken up, but we know they haven't.
And Loud are playing fairly slowly, so these fast reactions
Oh, they're gonna fight
PaperX
over
are
it
diligent
again.
for. Not
They're just
happening.
holding it. Prowler broken. There's no way. Mindfreak is still close to this angle here. Flash is dodged. Horn needs to be taken care of. Nobody watching for it.
He was marked.
Yep.
I mean, he had no chance of being able to do anything there, and there goes the smokes, there goes the pull.
Really weird positioning, but it's given him free access now to the lockdown. Loud going to be used as...
This is an enormous advantage for Loud to be able to pull things up to 8, but it doesn't mean PaperX are out.
Narrow margins is what it lies on. Here it is, run it back, flash through in their face. Anti-flash matters not, lest you will not be surviving, but backside control is gained. It's flipped around, and Aspas is all the way in it, working the mix, but he can't win the fight out against Forsaken. Crosshair wasn't placed appropriately. This could be it. Has to be a moment to be made now by Sadak. He's got the ult in his hands, and he lets it rip out towards Flowers, enough to reposition and back away.
I'm amazed he's alive. He backed up to get a better ultimate and almost gave his own life away for it. Here comes the retake from PaperX.
It's a flash. It's just a 1-for-1. It's replied and responded with. Still, the pull is there. 2 years. He's going to be using this one for the first line of things, but now the time is really starting to tick. Flash, not good enough. Tucked to the corner. 2 years does it with the fight, and it's all on this. Kawazine.
4 of those out of somewhere.
That's what it takes. I mean,
They don't have those ultimates available anymore.
you win out from here if you are Loud. Still one step away for PaperX into mid.
Aspas heard.
Side.
Aspas definitely heard
Yeah.
something there, especially as they back away. He might feel like he has a timeline. It's weird to see him on the lurk roll.
Him and 2 years holding Bit of a setup, spotted out onto the both of them. This will keep the Paper X players tucked into mid. Loud. Down to about a minute to work with. They don't have any of that prior control of B main. What do they set their sights towards? It's mid and walking, contacting all the way through, making noise though, jumping down. And Jing, what is he holding this one off?
I assume off device contact.
Stun is good, dash forwards as well. There's the punish! Nasty stuff, Aspas. Absolute brilliance on display, but a backstab attempt to Vi. He's a menace, man. He's an absolute menace, yet Aspas. He's still there, ready for it, and a decision is made for something. Can't take it into the 1v3, got to back away and save the operator. Has to be one round at a time, and so far, it's been the case for Loud.
These rounds are on the slimmest of margins. Yes, this is a 3v1 where something has to save, but that entry from Aspas was so close to getting punished by the flash. Jing, if he'd been half a second earlier, would throw the curveball. I think would have had a chance to be able to take down the entry jet superstar from Loud. Nevertheless, that is 5 chances whittled down to only 3. And every step Loud take is one where they'll start believing in themselves a little more, and the economy should be better and better. It only takes one big play from a Paper X player. I mean, look at that. He's essentially full blind when he gets the first kill onto Jing. He just spots him for a moment before the flash connects. It ends up getting burned away.
Sometimes these can be the hardest rounds to convert, though, if you are Loud against the weaker weaponry. Have to respect a lot. Good news for them, though. They're a couple away from these ultimates. Someone's got to deal with that. The horn broken, spam into the corner. Taken. Now he's really trapped. He's going to be util here, surely, to try and clear him out, but a smoked across. He gets away with his life.
And he's still going back for more. It is a weaker buy from Paper X, so they can afford to go for these kind of risks.
This entire time they have just been pushed up here. They have no control of A main. Something's here with the operator.
Yeah, if they start rotating back over, do they clear this jet properly? Oh, the cancel called. They're going back over to B. Loud.
Why are they rotating here?
Maybe not exactly sure where they want to end on the map, but they've just dodged a bullet, I think.
Yeah, but
specifically from something.
Seeker's pointing it to wherever. Okay, Forsaken falls. Loud should be able to get onto this one fast enough, but yeah, there it is. Devi, he was just trying to flood into the back of the site before to try and take that timing off of them. Players holding the cross here, but it should be the weapons to get them through it. The dash and the flash. Attempts once more. Jing is so wide with it with the Bulldog. Another flash available. Everyone's blind. And it is really just that coin flip. Something. 1v2. Does he go for this now? Only with the operator. Has the dash, but doesn't know where any of these players are.
What a moment this is.
Tugged together for Loud. It's all about how they shut it down. No damage done. And where is the reposition? 2 years close.
Loud navigate another one of those difficult rounds where Jing looked like he was potentially going to do it all with the flashes. He gets his ult back online. Side. Paper X have stacked 4 over towards Art and A main.
Still with the operator. Stun. It's a good connection. But look at something. Disrespectful at his core. Takes the peak. Moves the turret. Control still going to be gained here for Paper X, and they have a 4 position. This is again off of device contact. There's going to be a flash. No one's going to be walking in that, though. Paper X happy to play retake towards B.
This is a fake with the Nightfall and 2 smokes over towards A.
Somebody's just calling the bluff, man. Horns in his face here, still holding it down. He actually can't hit a sound cue, so it has thrown a bit of disarray now.
The lockdown!
Lockdown, yeah, this is the key. Piece of utility, there needs to be a deal. Try and break this one. It's a stun and an aftershock into the corner. Enough damage done, yep. What are you gonna do? Just tickle it. Stun though, still there. Aspas close to the corner. He's brought down, and this could be it. The final blow, cornered them out wide in the open. Less towards the back. So much more to do here. The reposition and the running back Jing. It's disgusting. Kawazine.
He's locked off
now. It's absolutely done and dusted. Blocked off entirely. It's an absolute heroic attempt, but Paper X have done it.